Hello, sports fans, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Inside Titan Sports. My name is Erik Kohler, and as always, thanks for joining us. Special time of the year as March Madness is upon us. With this, bring back the head coach of your Titans team, Jeremy Shulman. Hey, Coach.
Erik, appreciate you having me on the show.
Hey, man, exciting time, great season. Congratulations, fifth straight conference coach of the year. Here he is, the coach, Jeremy Shulman.
Well, I appreciate it, but obviously a lot more excited about fifth straight Southern Conference championship.
That's right.
And in our league, no one has won more than 3 straight conference championships in a row, and now we've run 5 in a row. So it's exciting, and just blessed with really, really good players and good people, and blessed with a great support staff and coaching staff. So we've been, to keep using the word, but we've been blessed over the years, and this year's no different.
It's been a magic carpet ride. You guys had to win 4 to get that conference title, so congratulations. Talk about that energy at the end of the season to really close it out and get that title.
We knew that 3 of our last 4 were on the road, and we had to play at Broward, who obviously is in state tournament right now. They're just an outstanding team. We had to win at Indian River, had to win at ASA, and then we had sophomore night at home. And for us to win those 3 in a row on the road, I mean, you want to talk about some toughness from our guys. And we bonded together, and we came together, and we found a way. And those games were tough, and we just we got it done. But we're really proud of the guys, especially. I mean, it really made it special to win those 3 on the road, but then to come back home and to cut down the nets at home at Titan Fieldhouse on sophomore night with such a special group of sophomores. I mean, you couldn't draw it up any better.
Talk about the sophomores. You had 3 special ones. Talk about those 3.
Oh, those 3 are just, I mean, they're amazing. And they are the reason why coming into this season we thought we had a chance at accomplishing special things. We thought they had a chance to be the best sophomore trio in the history of the school, and that's not easy. We've had some unbelievable trios like Gary Gaskins, Addison, and Niles Evans, but this group of Kareem Bruton and Austin Awad and Jawan Duran. I mean, I don't know where to begin on them. I mean, they're phenomenal. They're phenomenal. I guess they've won 54 games so far in 2 years. Hopefully, adding a lot more to that, right, in the state tournament and the national tournament. But they're also great people off the floor, and they're coachable, and they play with such passion for the game, and they play for their teammates and their leaders. And I mean, there's not enough time in the show for me to talk about those 3 sophomores. So the only thing negative I can say is that I'm going to lose them after this year, and they're going to move on to the Division I rank, so I won't get to coach them anymore. But they will always have a special place in my heart, and hopefully we can finish off the season and the postseason in resounding fashion.
Well, it's a sense of family here at Eastern Florida. Now, before we look forward to a very exciting big weekend, let's look back and recap the season. Special years, some ups and downs, and a really special trip kind of wedged in between. Talk about your thoughts as a coach looking back on 16-17.
Well, the first thing is, I'll be honest with you, it's tough to look back with such exciting things coming up in the state tournament, hopefully national tournament. But so far, regular season look back, again, it's just a close-knit group of guys and a coachable and fun group of guys. And it's been, honestly, for a regular season, coming into the postseason, it's been the most enjoyable year that I've ever had coaching at the college level. And in fact, at any level. And I've been coaching, I know I'm young, but I've been coaching 20 years, and it's my 20th year. So 10 years at a college level. And this group has been, daily, it's enjoyable to coach them. I mean, every day in practice, I wake up in the morning, and I tell my wife, I'm pumped to get ready for work. I'm pumped to go and coach these guys again. It's not that I can't wait till practice is done with just to get to the games, this and that, but just the daily process with this group is really, really special. And that's what makes this group so good.
Well, you got great passion. It shows through your players. Now, looking ahead now, big setup this weekend. It's go time. Clean slate. Set us up, what we're looking for, who we're playing, and what are the teams to watch for.
I'm all smiles right now. You say looking forward to this weekend state tournament. I'm nothing but smiles.
Kid in the candy store.
Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, what a great atmosphere. Playing at College of Central Florida, who hosts the state tournament.
Okay.
All 8 teams at the state tournament in Florida are national level teams, and all of them could win state tournament. We play Central Florida first, who's 23-7. We lost to them, I think, it's 4 years ago in the state championship game, the year they went on to win the national championship. This is a game. This is going to be an atmosphere. It's going to be a packed crowd. It's going to be fun. It's going to be energetic. this is why you sign up to play big-time college basketball. And I'm going to do the best I can to make sure my guys realize to enjoy it, have fun with it. Like, there's no nervousness and no nerves in a game like this. Feed off the energy from the crowd, even the negative energy from the crowd, and it's going to be great. If we're fortunate enough to win that one, we move on to semifinals and likely play Northwest Florida, who's number 3 in the country and number 1 in the state, team that we played and actually beat back in December. And it's going to be an unbelievable semifinal matchup, number 1 versus number 2 in the state. If we're able to get by them, whoever we play in the finals is going to be unbelievable as well. So 3 games in 3 days, unbelievable setting. The gym's going to be loud. It's going to be packed. And it's right there in Ocala, so it's not too far away from
Right.
where we're at. So hopefully we can get some crowd out there and some big-time Eastern Florida fans coming out, making that drive up to Ocala.
I like that. Now, how do you scout out the game, the first game of the tournament? How do you scout that out?
Well, we've been scouting Central Florida for a while, so
Okay.
so we've got a good scout on them, and then can't really focus too much on the semifinal game because we got to get through the first one
Right.
first. So we got a lot of stuff ready for Central Florida, and then if we're fortunate enough to move past Central Florida, then we're going to have to do have to catch up quickly on our scout for the Northwest Florida and Florida Southwestern winter. The good thing on that is we've already played each of those 2 teams. Actually, back to back, we played them in December at the Florida JUCO Shootout. Then if we're fortunate enough to win that, we're just going to have to get a scout together very quickly for the championship game. But at that point, we're just going to rely so much on our process and our principles.
So how do logistics set up for the state tournament in terms of travel to go up there and all that jazz with practice?
Well, it being as close as it is, we only have to go up the day before,
Okay.
which is great. So we'll go. We play Thursday, 8 p.m. It is webcast as well, but again, hopefully all the Eastern Florida fans will come up to Ocala. But this is my plea to the Eastern Florida fans right now. So we'll go up. We'll go up tomorrow. We'll go up Wednesday, and we'll get up there and we'll put in some work, and we'll have a game day walkthrough, and we'll be ready to go.
So it's that much of a grind. You got to play 3 games to punch your ticket to the next level.
Yeah.
How do you keep that energy level from all your coaching experience with these kids?
Well, I think the question is going to be how do we keep the energy level nice and even and not
Okay.
too high? Because I do think that some of the freshmen might have a little bit of nerves, at least seeing coming in at the beginning, and at the same time, I think everyone's going to be really energetic, ready to just run through a brick wall, and it's going to be, it's just trying to stay nice and even keel. We've got to just execute all the preparation, all the hours we put in, all the 30 games regular season. That will prepare us for the 3 games in 3 days. And we played an unbelievable schedule so far. So with this unbelievable schedule, hopefully that has prepared us, and I think it has prepared us. So 3 games in 3 days, I think we're ready. I know we're looking forward to it and energetic for it.
I like it for Eastern Florida fans out there. Set it up in Ocala. What's the venue?
All right, again, Eastern Florida fans. 2-hour drive to Ocala. It's at College of Central Florida on College Road or College Avenue. 8 p.m. Thursday. We win that. 8 p.m. Friday semifinals against Northwest or Florida Southwestern. 7:30 p.m. finals on Saturday in Ocala at College of Central Florida.
I like it. It's a good pitch.
Absolutely.
Coach Shulman, you're always welcome on the show. Love your energy.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, Eric, and go Titans.
I like it. So we want to wish Coach Shulman and the Titans good luck in Ocala. Big time, big opportunity. Stay right here. Kareem Bruton's coming on next. This is Inside Titan Sports.
This is where we're building the future. This is where we meet the challenge, where leaders emerge and careers take flight. This is where you discover new opportunities. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where Titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Hey, sports fans, welcome back to Inside Titan Sports. It's time to continue to talk men's basketball. March Madness is upon us, and we have sophomore sensation Kareem Bruton with us for the first time on the show. Hey, Kareem, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing really great. Just had class, so yeah.
I like it. I like it. Thanks for your time. Hey, listen, congratulations. Southern Conference Player of the Year, Kareem Bruton. Talk to about how special that accolade is for you and your family.
It's really special because it's something I've been working on since I first got here. Actually, since on my visit, meeting Coach Shulman, that was like something big for me that I always wanted to do.
And I tell you what, you worked very, very hard in some camps. You put your time in, you put the work in, and it's paid off, and now you guys are moving on to state.
Yeah, it paid off a lot because meeting new people, going around different areas I've never been to, just exploiting my game, getting better each and every day.
That's pretty good. Now, how did you find Eastern Florida? As such a special player, you're on the court. How did you find Eastern Florida and Coach Shulman?
You know, like I still don't really know how it happened.
Okay.
I knew a guy that helped me, and all of a sudden I just got a call from him,
Okay.
and ever since we just like click like that.
Well, that's pretty good. It's special to play with Coach Shulman, isn't it?
Yes, it's real special.
So talk about the other sophomores involved. You guys had a great run this year, another conference title. Talk about the guys that are sophomores as leadership on that court for you.
Well, leadership. Let's see. Well, we got Austin Awad.
Yeah, Austin's good.
Yeah, he's real good. He's more of like he's going to tell you. He's straight up what's wrong. What are you doing wrong? Like, he's not going to hold back. Then we have Jawan, the cool guy. I can't really explain. He will always try to help. He's more of a motivated person. He's not going to tell you what you're doing. He will tell you, but he's trying to motivate you to do better.
And so what's your role in terms of that leadership as the triplets of the sophomores?
The energy guy.
Energy guy, I like that. So how the chemistry's really worked with the team, and it seems like it's so hard these days since you only have, at the NJCAA level, you only get to see these guys 2 years, but you guys seem to gel every time you play for Coach Shulman.
Yeah.
What's the secret sauce?
We live together.
Okay.
We live together, and we always hang out together after practice or whenever. Play games, hang out, go to the pool, pretty much stuff like that.
Well, hey, listen, congratulations on the sophomore night. You cut down the nets again for another title for Eastern Florida. You scored 38 points. That's a big-time game, Kareem.
Yeah, I really didn't know much about the points. I thought I was passing the ball more than I was scoring.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and then turned out I kept getting different points, like, oh, you scored 36, you scored 35, you scored 38. Then we finally end up looking at I scored 38 points.
I'll be darned. So when you're a scorer like that, it just happens that way. You're not cognizant about how much you're racking up. You just keep playing. You look at the stat sheet after the game.
I really don't look at the stat sheet. What I started doing, I started looking at my rebounds, how many rebounds I get. But it turned out we had 9 rebounds. I wanted that triple-double.
Okay.
But I didn't get it. So that's pretty much I lost train of thought.
That's okay. We'll stop right there. It's good. Good job. We'll just keep talking about that triple-double. Just start with you had 9 rebounds, and you were trying to get that 10th, and I'll cover you up from there.
Okay.
You ready, Rob? Okay.
Yeah, I had that 9th rebound. I looked at it, I had 13 assists.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think that's what opened my game up, was the 13 assists of how I scored that much. Like, my teammates kept telling me, oh, you got like 20-something points. I was like, I don't want to hear that. If I look at the game and say, oh, how many points I got in the game, I mess up my whole game right there.
Right.
So I try not to think about that.
Well, having a triple-double is special too, but talk about what's coming up this weekend. You guys are going to state, had a great season, Conference Player of the Year, Conference Coach of the Year. Do you guys have what it takes to make it through the gauntlet and make it to the next level at the national championship level?
No doubt. Because I think we peaked real early. Then when people peak at real early times, you start to fall. I feel like we're rising back up to where we are, like championship level team.
Well, talk about the 128 points you guys scored earlier in the season. That was a special night. That was coming off after a loss. You guys put the beat down. 128 points at this level is pretty special.
Oh yeah, everybody was bad. Because when we lose a game, we look back like, how do we lose? And we just go into practice, everybody beating up on each other. The next thing you know, we got to beat up on the team, the team we're playing.
I think that's great the way you bounce back. Now talk about moving forward now. You know, your name's out there, and the whole thing about moving on to the next level for collegiate basketball. How does that process work for you in terms of schools reaching out to you, having interest in Kareem Bruton for them to play at the next level?
It's going great. I really don't look. I have little conversations with Coach Shulman about it, but I don't really talk about that now because I think that would throw my focus off of what we're trying to accomplish. I'll do all that after the season's over. Like, I'm not taking no visits until after the season.
I think that's great. I mean, I really do that you have that focus for Coach Shulman. What about the Eastern Florida brand? When you talk to other players that are in your circles, what are they talking about when they hear Eastern Florida men's basketball?
Coach Shulman.
Nice.
That he's a hardworking coach.
And he has made a name. And I tell you what, Eastern Florida as a national brand is really there. So it really almost sells itself right now with Coach Shulman, correct?
Yeah, it's a real, like, I think we're like, people are mostly intimidated, like not intimidated, but like that he's such a great coach that everybody, like, we listen to him. So that's pretty much like what the brand is of him and our family, like as a family to us.
Now, are you a local kid? Where did you play high school basketball?
I played high school basketball. I'm not local. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Like my hometown is Claxton, Georgia.
Okay.
Down south, and I grew up in Atlanta. It's not really. It's like a small town, and I went to Shiloh High School.
Now, what sports did you play in high school?
Basketball.
Just basketball?
Yeah, I was gonna do track. I tried out for track because I was really good in middle school.
Okay.
And I just stopped. I was like, I'll just stick to basketball.
So how did it work out, though, in terms of going the NJCAA route, in terms of finding like Eastern Florida instead of a four-year school? Were other schools reached out to you to play at the next level in college?
I had other JUCOs.
Okay.
But as soon as I went on a visit to Eastern Florida, I signed that day.
So it sold itself?
Yeah.
Did you come down with your family?
No, it was just me.
I'll be darned. So, I mean, looking forward now, what do you guys got to do this weekend to have some success, to punch your ticket to the next level?
Pretty much just keep a level head.
Keep a level head?
Yeah.
So you think it's going to be high scoring, low scoring? What are some of the teams, the first team you play this Thursday, you've seen them before, what do you guys got to do to knock them off?
Keep their, really our main focus are their bigs. Don't let nobody get off. Like, don't let nobody score. Try to really contain people.
So strong defensive effort?
Yeah, and rebounding.
So on the fun side, who is an NBA pro that you look up to and model your game after?
You're not going to like this.
It's your choice.
Nick Young.
I'll be darned. Why? How about Nick Young?
I just like how, he's a really, I don't know, he's just a playful person. Like, he takes it serious at the same time he doesn't. Like, he's like a real cool guy. At the same time, he gets the job done when he goes on the court at times. Well, but also my other person I always look up to is Baron Davis.
Baron Davis. What about Baron Davis? He's always had some good game.
Yeah. I just like because we're like the same height, and he got like a strong body, and he just had that energy. He always has that energy. His old days. So
of Nick Young and Baron Davis, what sets you apart from those two players that you look up to that makes up Kareem Bruton? One word, what would it be for Kareem Bruton? Funny. I like it. Hey, you did a great job today. Hey, listen, good luck this weekend. Great opportunity for you, Coach Shulman, and your teammates, and great opportunity for Titans basketball. You're always welcome on the show.
All right, thank you.
Kareem Bruton. We're going to take a short break, come back, and talk women's basketball. Keep it locked in as this is Inside Titan Sports.
Eastern Florida State College. This is where you discover new opportunities, where you pursue your dreams, and careers take flight. Apply now for new bachelor and associate degree programs in business, healthcare, computer technology, and other growing fields. Eastern Florida, where Titans rise. Apply today.
Hey fans, welcome back to our final segment of Inside Titan Sports. Time to switch gears and talk women's hoops. Coach won 5 of the last 7 games and just missed state. I know it was so close, but hey, what a great way to finish off a challenging season, ladies.
Yeah, I was really proud of the girls. I know a lot of coaches from around the state and region just were offering encouragement to me and said, you can honor Coach Grimes with a winning spirit. And so to not only have a winning spirit, but a winning record, I think it just speaks a lot of the caliber of the girls on our team and just what Coach Grimes meant to them and how they wanted to honor him and just finish the season out well.
And Mariah, being a player, I know it was such a challenge of having something like that happen so sudden and then continuing with the season. Talk about it from a player's standpoint, how that affected you, that you guys wanted to go out with some wins.
Yeah, it was a big deal because, not a lot of people get to experience what we did.
Right.
So, at the end, we just, we pulled it out because we really wanted to win for Coach Grimes. It was huge for his family and the fans and just everybody that was involved, the faculty. And a lot of what Coach Grimes preached was to have full effort and stuff.
Right.
And I feel like at the beginning of the season, that wasn't like we didn't have the right mindset for like a winning spirit, I guess. But towards the end, you know, we realized it was like a learning experience to give our full effort the whole time. And
I mean, that's what I mean right there is the effort. The game that we got to call on WEFS TV, ladies, was a huge win against Palm Beach State. They hadn't lost in conference.
Yeah.
They came and ranked, I think, top 12 in the country.
Yeah.
And the effort that you said, Mariah, to echo your thoughts, was simply just an amazing. Calling that game, I was so proud of getting to know Jim Grimes, but knowing you ladies, how much effort you put in there. And that was such a big signature win. Coach, what do you think about that win against Palm Beach State?
It was huge. I know Coach Grimes really wanted that win. He knew Palm Beach State was a good team, and obviously it was significant to us as a squad just because that was the last game Coach Grimes was with us. And we almost got it done, and he was proud of our effort at their court, and he was just so encouraging and just really believed we could go get them when they were at our place. And so I know it was something all the staff, all the players, all the fans, we really wanted it. And so just to see the girls play really hard for 40 minutes, and you could just see they wanted it for Coach Grimes and they wanted it for our sophomores, Trudy and Taylor, and what a way to send them off. I mean, they were kind of the juggernauts of the conference.
Right.
And, it was just a really special signature win. I don't think we'll all soon forget that.
And Mariah, I'll tell you, the defensive effort that you put forth against Palm Beach State, that's a very perennially scoring team.
Yeah.
And you really gave them fits on the defensive side of the ball. What was the message from Coach to be like, hey, we need to handcuff these ladies to get this win?
I don't know. It was just like we wanted it so bad.
Right.
It was just as a whole. It wasn't like you do this or whatever. Like, we just felt like that's what we needed to do, especially since the season was coming to an end. And like she said, that was our last game that we played with Coach. So it was like emotionally, like from the beginning, like we wanted it that bad.
And talk about those sophomores, Trudy Walker and Taylor Smith. They had really big games. Taylor got the start too. Those two sophomores really had great effort. I was so proud of them to see their family at the conclusion of the game of celebrating their sophomore in their last game as a Titan, and that was really special for Trudy and Taylor.
Yeah, I call them my little twin towers down in the post, and I'm really going to miss them. They're exceptional basketball players, and they're just great people. Just fun to be around, and they're really going to be missed by the team, by us as a coaching staff, and they just gave so much and contributed in a huge way to who we are as a team this year, and so they'll definitely be missed. And I know they were saying, we're going to miss you guys so much, but I know they were just so excited and so tickled to have had that win on their, their last game at Titan Fieldhouse as a win.
Well, and to finish on a high against a very good team. Now, how did you cap off the season in terms of, did you have a meeting after the season was over to get together and kind of rehash everything that happened this season? How did that work out, Coach?
Yeah, I think we're still, we're going to meet a lot in this next week. We'll restart off-season workouts again. But we took some time off because we spent a lot of time dealing with things no one else in the country had to deal with. And I remember, the week Coach Grimes passed away, it was like just so many people loved us so well, but it was just draining in every way. You think about emotionally and, physically, and so you could kind of see that when we played Florida Southwestern that Saturday after his celebration of life service. And we came out really, really strong in the first half, and just with not having a really deep roster at times this year, especially towards the second half of conference play, you could see how those emotions had kind of taken its toll. So we're taking 2 weeks off to kind of regroup, focus on academics a little bit, and then we'll kind of rehash a lot of those emotions. But the school has been great to us, offering counseling services, and I just really feel like the community has said, hey, we're in your corner and we're here for you guys. So that's been really special to us.
Now, Mariah, as a player now, at the JUCO level, the NJCAA level, it's basically you play your freshman year. Now you go to a sophomore year. You got to grow up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
What are your kind of plans in the off season if you're coming back with the Titans to just get better and stronger? Because you're a good player.
Yeah, honestly, we've already talked a lot with my assistant coaches. One of my goals this upcoming season is to become more versatile, and so like a lot of people label me as a shooter, which
Right.
I'm okay with that, but I want to become more of a threat in the paint. I want to be stronger with the ball, and I plan on, I don't know, working a lot more with Coach Provenzel. He's been helping me a lot with learning to become more versatile, and I don't know. Obviously, I got to keep shooting.
Yeah.
but
Well, you're a good shooter, especially from the three-point line. Now, you have a player that's pretty good in the NBA that you like. His name is Steph Curry for the Warriors.
yeah.
Talk about why you like his style.
I just love the way he's a threat on in any aspect. He can shoot the ball from wherever. It's like incredible. It's so incredible. But he also has like this swift like finesse about him, like in the
Right.
paint too. He's not necessarily strong, but he can get in there and finish like well too.
Yeah, he's crafty and he's smooth
Yeah.
and he's quick.
Yeah,
So Steph Curry, so that's your guy.
yeah, he's my guy.
Well, I tell you what, you're a Titusville lady, so you're a local product. How did you know you wanted to stay local with Eastern Florida? What got you excited about Eastern Florida women's basketball?
I met Coach Grimes at an All-Star game, and I just remember him coming up to me after the game. And at the time, I didn't even know who he was, but
Right.
to be honest with you, but I don't know, he was just so nice to me, and I just thought it'd be just a great opportunity to stay here and stay by my family. And I just felt like this would be a good growing experience to go off and play somewhere else, hopefully.
Well, we're lucky to have you. Now, what resonates with you as a player from Coach Grimes to keep his passion and energy going forward, even though he's not with us anymore?
Yeah, honestly, the thing that I felt like that I liked about Coach Grimes so much was his passion. And I took a lot of what he said to heart
Right.
because I know that he meant it, and I know that he wanted us to win so badly. And so going into the next season, I know that that's something that I'm going to have to step up and be a leader and talk to the incoming freshmen about, so that they can learn some of the things that I've learned from him and stuff.
I think that's very powerful and shows your maturity as well. Coach, I know that you were in a tough spot too, coming as an interim head coach spot. What resonates with Coach Grimes with you?
You know, I just think he would have loved the second half of the season. I feel like all the team bought into all the principles, and there was just so many games I thought, wow, Coach Grimes would have loved this. He would have loved the effort. He would have loved the Titan 4 displayed, tough, hard, smart together, and just really the heart that each girl displayed. I know we had struggled throughout the season having more than one or two girls do well in each game, and I felt like that home stretch when we went 5-2, I just saw so many people step up in each game, and so it was fun to see so many girls have some of their best games all together at the same time. That's kind of a missing puzzle piece we had.
Coach, great job on the strength, getting the ladies together. Love your passion, Mariah. Keep
Thank
working.
you.
Well, that's all we have for Inside Titan Sports. Remember, anything and everything, visit us online at EFSCTitans.com. On behalf of our producer, Rob Landers, Sam Hensler, Mike Parsons, my name is Erik Kohler. Until next week, remember, Eastern Florida, where Titans rise.